The North American generation weaned on Mad magazine used to say, don't trust anyone over 30. Now, Mad itself is over 30, and it's still poking irreverent fun at everything and everyone. But can Alfred E. Newman still be trusted? We went to New York to find out, and we found that Mad is still mad. Appropriately enough, Mad's offices are on Madison Avenue, on the 13th floor of this building, where publisher Bill Gaines presides.
New York has very few 13 floors, and we were very lucky to find this, and as soon as we heard about it, we grabbed it. So that we not only have an office on Madison Avenue, but we have the 13th floor office on Madison Avenue, and we're very happy. It was either this or the 69th floor of the Empire State Building.
Gaines wanted the Empire State Building because of his passion for King Kong. He was forced to settle for a life-sized replica peering in through his office window.
It's the best I could do. I mean, I would love to have had him on the 69th floor of the Empire State Building. That's why I wanted it, of course. It was for King Kong, which I love, who I love.
Gaines' very special kind of lunacy sets the tone for the magazine. Mad deals with the sort of subjects that interest children, and a lot of others that at first glance don't seem the stuff of humor. Editor Al Feldstein.
We're getting abused all the time. We're getting ripped off all the time. We're getting insulted. Our intelligence is being insulted. We're being conned by advertisers. We're being fed shoddy merchandise. And so we're being replenished, the magazine that is being replenished with material all the time. And all we have to do is just keep reacting to it the same way that the readers are reacting to it.
Movies are a staple of the Mad diet. The Mad Men constantly look for yet another candidate for their manipulation.
My feeling has always been that you go to a movie and you want to like it and you hate it. If you're just a normal person, it's a wasted evening. If it's Mad, you go back, you write a terrible, scathing satire, you get out your hostility, and you get your $5 back from petty cash, and they pay you for the article. So it's like the best of all worlds.
Dick DeBartolo is one of the usual gang of idiots, as the magazine so indelicately calls its contributors. Everyone who draws or writes for Mad works on a freelance basis. It's strictly $460 a page on acceptance. One of DeBartolo's counterparts is artist Mort Drucker. The artists and writers work independently, rarely meeting or even discussing a story.
Very often we choose movies that lend themselves more to satire. In other words, you will not do a satire of a funny movie or a satirical movie because there's no point. So you'll take a movie that takes itself seriously, and that's the prime target. Something like Love Story was ideal for a Mad satire because it took itself so seriously.
And no movie takes itself so seriously as Raging Bull, the portrait of the 40s fighter Jake LaMotta. After Mad got through with it, it became Raving Bully, and Mad's Jerk LaMotta delights in bursting the bubble of the film's pomposity.
Oh man, the earth moved for me. How was it for you, Sugar Ray, baby?
Yeah, just okay. I don't think it was as great for me as it was for you.
Well, I'm pretty rested now. What do you say we try another round?
Not tonight, I got a headache.
Mad is unusual in many ways. One thing that makes Mad unusual is we have no editorial point of view. We are neither left nor right. The staff is a mixture of extreme left into extreme conservative and right up through the line.
A surprising measure of the fare in these pages has a distinctly political and sophisticated slant for 10-year-old minds.
They get a kind of an orientation into the adult world with Mad. We say, you know, hey kids, listen. Not only is the world snowing you, your parents are snowing you. I mean, they're thieving on their income tax and telling you to be honest. The advertisers are trying to sell you crunchy little flakes with poison in them, and stuff like that. And they get a kind of a presentation of what they're going to face in the adult world. And I think they think that we have a great feeling for them.
In a chaotic hysteria, the art department of this multi-million-dollar enterprise calmly cranks out 8 issues a year. This is the birthplace of one of the most famous faces of our time, Alfred E. Newman, the grinning idiot boy who has become a symbol of irreverent lunacy.
when I took over the editorship of Mad in 1955, I decided that Alfred would be our cover poster. After all, Playboy had the rabbit, Esky was the original old dirty old man of Esquire, and so trademark seemed to be it for magazines, and so I wanted one, and Alfred seemed to be it.
Alfred's face graces the cover of almost every issue and sets the tone for what's to be found inside.
He kind of embodied the philosophy of Mad. With the whole world collapsing around you, if you can maintain a sense of humor and laugh it off and not worry about it, you're going to get through it.
It's fairly crazy up there. You still get into arguments over what's funny and what's not funny. But in general, it's pretty zany.
Well, it seems to me that there must be some kind of special relationship between Mad or Bill Gaines, whichever, or the two interchangeable.
Well,
and writers.
The interesting thing about that is that Bill feels that, you know what, I would like... You know, I would like to answer that, but I lost the phone about a month ago, and it is under here somewhere. I have found the cat food. I know where the cat food is. The phone I cannot find, so we'll just have to ignore that. Bill, we have a wonderful relationship with Bill.
I'm going first.
No, me.
I'm going. No, I'm going.
Bill, I'm first. Bill, me.
First. Me.
Look at this. You told me to have this an hour ago.
Me.
Out! Out and see from the place there! Out!
Go to another magazine.
Bill Gaines is one of the least likely and most likable multimillionaire entrepreneurs.
Well, they got out.
Gaines' business practices are equally offbeat.
Not having a secretary, I answer most of my letters on the letters. I have a stamp. It's called, I'll read it. Called a speed reply. In order to give you the fastest possible response, we have made these marginal notes. In this instance, we believe you prefer speed to formality. So I'll stamp this on the piece of paper that they mail me, and I'll mail it back to them with a couple of remarks. This saves me a piece of stationery, and it saves me having a secretary. And, you know, by and large, you know, when you think about it, most offices around New York anyway, if they have 100 executives, they have 100 secretaries. No one in this office has a secretary, and you can imagine the money that saves, not only in secretaries, but in office space. Because if you have a secretary, you got to have a room for them. So,
Saving money. You're always saving money. And
always
your writers and your artists complain that you're saving money by not paying them as much as you should.
Cheap! I am the cheapest publisher in the world.
That's right. He decided, I think in 1931, that he would hold the line. About 10 years before I was born, he started cutting my pay.
Why do all you guys still write for Mad, then? What's special about it?
Well, first of all, he has my mother and father hostage.
We put in what we enjoy putting in, and we're not afraid to say anything about anybody. We don't have any pressures from advertisers or advertising agencies.
There is advertising in Mad, but nobody paid for it. Mad gets none of its revenue from advertising, and so just about anything is fair game.
So there was all kinds of things that we've avoided completely, including making a lot of money.
Being silly and getting paid for it is great fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of good years.
We'll run out of subject matter when this world becomes utopian and nobody's making wars and everybody is friendly and it's brotherly love. You know, what Jesus taught us. If it happens, we're out of business. But, you know, we're like doctors. Doctors are trying to put themselves out of business, too, theoretically. But they won't, and we won't.